Welcome back to Healthy Human Fitness. You're watching another episode of Tuesday Talks with your host, Grace and Woo! Welcome, Cari, to Healthy Human Fitness. We're super glad to have you on one of our Tuesday Talks episodes. And Cari Tamayo is actually my mother, my madre. So we're really excited to have her. And I'm actually thrilled that you're going to be here to share with everyone and our viewers a little bit something about yourself and your fitness journey. But before that, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Well, I'm 68 years old, and I have 5 children, all from the same man of 50 years.
Ouch.
And I have 9 grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
And we live on a 3-acre ranch.
Wow.
With fruit trees and, vegetables and stuff. We used to have horses and cows and pigs and chickens when you guys were little, but we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, actually, I used to ride the pigs. It's one of my most favorite pastimes is riding pigs. But, well, that's amazing. What do you do now? Are you still on the same property? And what are some of the favorite things that you like to do?
Well, I love gardening. Number one. I guess I like to entertain. Guess that would be, entertaining. Feeding my birds all over, my outside birds.
Yeah.
I love my birds.
And they have a lot of them. I've been spending some time here. We've been shooting some fitness videos, getting some interviews, and there's a lot of birds, and you hear them at night sleeping. It's really beautiful out here.
And most of all, lately, it's been exercising and eating, food, the proper food.
Right. Yeah, that's great. I'm actually really impressed with my mom. I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about her story herself, but it's very inspiring. And one thing that stands out to me, it's one thing if you already are obsessed with fitness and exercise and you like exercising, that's difficult enough to have a regime that you stick to. But if you're not just naturally I love exercising, I can't wait, but you've changed that mindset and you've started that habit, that's props to you because that's not easy to do if it's not something that just comes naturally. So tell us how you started.
Well, I had gained a lot of weight about starting at 55 and could not take it off no matter what I did. Pills, regular exercise, eating small portions, trying to watch just everything that you hear. And it just would not come off. My husband had a heart attack, and so he needed to go to the gym to do aerobics, and he picked water fitness, and so he wanted me to go with him. So we did that for probably 3 years, like 3 times a week.
Right.
And it kept me maintained at this level of weight, but
Yeah.
it still was too much. And then this last year, starting in January, we started going and doing the weight machines.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started to do a lot of that kind of weight stuff,
Yeah.
not really knowing what I
Strength
was
training,
doing yet.
some of the machines.
And then in March, or maybe it was February, but around there, they had this 30-day challenge, and I thought, oh, I'll go ahead and do this challenge. They were having, you know, a special economic thing on it. So, and the personal trainer was cheaper. So I thought, oh, I'm just going to do that for 30 days.
Right.
And I'm going to see if anything happens. Well, I lost, I don't even know how many inches. I would have to look on my sheet of paper, but I lost lots of inches, and I lost like 15 pounds.
Yeah, and weren't you told me, because we were talking, and she'd send in her stats, and I think you were in the lead of the competition, weren't you?
Yeah, oh, well, they also had how many classes you took. You know, they wanted to really expose you to all the different classes. So I knew for sure that I could probably beat everyone if I went to all these classes.
Right.
So I was going like 3 hours, you know, a Zumba class, a Fit Jam class, then water fitness class.
That's great too, because you get to try everything and you mix it up using, you know, doing different classes, different types of workouts. And what do you think about that? Do you think that that's better for you? Did that work out for you? Or as opposed to somebody who just does kind of the same thing every day and keeps it from being boring, right?
No, well, it keeps it from being boring, but it's actually better for you, I think, because you're using different muscles all the time. Like the Zumba and the Fit Jam are aerobic and cardio. But then also, because I got a personal trainer, he did TRX training.
Oh, nice.
And
I love
so
TRX, yeah.
I also got the weights, you know, and the body, I guess body weights
Oh, okay.
is what you call it.
Free weights?
Yeah. And I also got, you know, he evaluated me also, so that he knew, he could tell by when he questioned me, he could tell by where I really needed it and where I was off balance, because I was really off balance in a way. So, and you know, he would straighten me up when I was exercising.
Yeah.
So all of that is really, really helpful, because I had been, well, actually I had been in yoga too for about those 3 years.
Right.
And if you don't have somebody straighten you out and you're crooked, you can hurt yourself. So I think that a personal trainer is very important, at least at first. And I really liked the team training. That was where we did the TRX, because we had other people were in the class.
Those are great, yeah.
So you get to meet people. But I also recruited one of my best friends to come. And so that was really good for her.
Yeah.
And it was really good for me.
Right.
So
that's true, because what people don't know, when you're getting them, dragging them along, they're like, I need the accountability, but they don't realize that they're helping you too. Like, you need it too. You need the accountability, and it's actually benefiting you.
I felt like
well.
I needed to be there because she was going to be there, and I was looking for her, and she would be looking for me. So
yeah, that's cute.
So it was that's been really good, and now I have met lots of friends, you know, and have made lots of friends.
It's really true, because you get that community, and it's really special, that community in fitness, because you're challenging yourselves, you're reaching goals together, and it's different than just hanging out and not really doing anything per se, but it's having something specific that you're doing together. You build that bond, and so that's pretty cool. And then it keeps you motivated. I love how you mix everything up, because I tell people, you don't have to work out like that person, or, you know, do what I do. Do what makes you feel good, or what's exciting and fun to you, and then being able to switch classes like you were doing, it challenges different muscles, and it keeps them awake. So if you do the same thing every day or every week, the muscles, they're used to it. But if you're always surprising them with something new or different, they always have to wake up and stay in motion and do something new. So that's really great. That's super cool. I wanted to ask you, so in total, you might have said it already, how much weight have you lost since you started till now?
I would say 25 pounds.
Youch!
But
That's really good.
I have gone from a size large to a size small, or a size 12 to a size 8.
Right.
And so
You're toning
that,
up.
yeah, that makes a huge difference. In fact, my personal trainer said stay off of the scale, which
Yeah.
I didn't do, but
Right. I know.
but
I have a love-hate relationship. I used to hate scales, never own one. But when you're trying to reach a goal, sometimes it's nice to have that to check and keep a real close eye on things.
but sizes are better.
Yeah, inches, because you gain muscle, you tone up,
Yes.
and the inches, it's different. So that's good. You've got a good
So,
trainer there. But
yeah.
I like how you manage to do. They help you, and as a trainer myself, we help you. We give you the pointers, but really, you know your body best. You know what's going to kind of work. So you take all that information and then make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because in the end, we're there to help you and cheerlead, and cheer you on, but you're the one that's doing it. It's really, in the end, it's you making the choice.
He
It's
really
awesome.
did stuff that he would encourage me to do things that I really thought I could not do.
Right.
Or lift a weight that I thought
Yeah.
I can't lift that. That's too much.
Well, there you go. You already said I can't, and that's in your mind. It's mental.
He said, yes, I think you can.
Yeah, love it.
And he just would have me try, and I surprised myself. In fact, just the other day I was with my other daughter at the gym, and she was doing where you do push-ups, like sort of with the weight.
Yeah.
You're on that, I don't even know what they're called. And she was holding a 25-pound.
Right. She was leaning over and doing
Yes.
some lower back.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've always wanted to do that. I've seen people do that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought, I can't do that. So, but I just tried it because she was there.
Yeah.
And man, I can do it.
Right. I know, and it feels good, and you're not got that
And
good
it's
soreness.
like, hey, I could do that.
Yeah.
So
Always hit yourself if you can. That's one thing. One thing, you guys, viewers, if you're watching right now, take this from Cari. You can. It's not what you can't. It's what you can.
and you don't have to
Always
do
try.
a whole lot at the beginning. Just do, like, push-ups are really.
You guys listening?
Push-ups are really difficult for me. And so I probably started out with 5. And then I had, my teacher would say, just do one more.
Yep.
So the next time it was 6. Now I'm up to 20.
right. Oh, I love it.
And it's the same thing with the plank.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there's no way I can do this plank for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're like,
know?
what in the world's a plank?
And at the beginning, it was really hard.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, I can hold it for at least a minute, and probably a minute and a half.
That's great. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's amazing.
That's actually really good.
So,
A lot of people can't do that, even people that
and
work out
then
every
in
day.
this challenge, we also had a nutrition class, which was every Wednesday evening for just an hour.
Oh, neat.
And
Okay.
they gave us these little stackable containers.
Right. So
And
portion control.
yeah, so portion control,
good.
and then and a journal
Oh,
to
okay.
journal it,
Good.
which took, I have to admit,
Discipline.
it took discipline and it took time
Yeah.
for me. So I would say to encourage everybody that's young, who thinks that they can lose this weight really fast, to keep going, because at a certain time that's not going to happen. In fact, if
Yeah.
you even look at movie stars who have not kept it up, they've kind
Right.
of, it just happens.
Yeah, because I work with a lot of women who tell me the same thing that you shared around that age, hormones, menopause, whatever it is, and it is mostly women. Usually the men, actually, that's when they're like ready to, they're like, yeah, and all of a sudden they're losing weight
They
and everything.
can too, but they about 60 or 65, they start getting that pot belly.
Yep.
And that is really hard to get rid of.
Right.
So for men too, it
Very
is
true.
not an easy thing. And not only that, the visceral fat
Yeah, the
that
visceral
you're
fat.
building up around your heart and organs
Yeah.
is not good. And anyway, I would really, really encourage to get a personal trainer, which is Grace.
Oh yeah,
And
just plug me. Give me a plug.
and
But yeah,
oh, and I do have another plug. When I have on Saturdays, I don't like to go into the gym. I just go in Monday through Friday. And on Saturdays, I don't like to. But it's really nice to be able to do just a 30-minute workout, or even I've even been at my other daughter's house and done a 3-minute
yep. There's
one that Grace has put
incredible.
on, and I got
one of my videos.
and yeah, and I got something, you know,
Yeah.
so that I feel like I've done something.
Right.
So that is, I also recommend that.
Yeah, you're getting that.
I recommend
Yeah.
that you get a friend that you recruit.
Yeah. It's true.
And if you are older like me, don't think that you can't do it either, because I did. And I will say this, because I think maybe you mentioned this, when people, you know, I didn't want to get dressed and drive to the gym because
Right.
we're out in the country.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be bothered with all of that. So for a long time, it was so hard for me to do that. And especially because most of the good classes are in the morning. So I would have to leave my farm in the morning,
It's nice
and you
weather,
know, that's
it's
where
relaxing.
when I want to be out here.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of sucks you in over here.
Yeah, so it was really hard for me, but because I had brought that friend and she was waiting for me,
Right, you
I
had to
had
be
to
there.
go.
Oh my
And
goodness.
after 30 days, I was hooked.
Yeah.
And I am like, I have got to go work out now.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow we're going to Lake Tahoe and we'll do a lot of walking.
Very
but
good. Yeah. It's true.
that's good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want it, the next day, it's like, I've got to get something in, not just the walking.
Right. No, it's so true. You've got to work hard. It's very true that it is hard work, but it totally pays off. And just like my mom was saying, she started gaining weight around 55, and I've had this talk with so many women. They gain that weight. They'll say, I've been skinny up until this age, and it's because you can't just expect that it's going to last. You've got to do the hard work. And if you are younger, like Cari is saying, prep for that. So do it now. Do it while you're young, before you let yourself go, because it is possible. It really does pay off. It's not like some myth of there's no quick fix, but it does actually, the work does pay off.
Yes, and I like it this way because I know that this is a lifestyle for
Right.
me. It's not taking a pill or a shake even,
Some magic
or
diet,
something
fad.
that I might lose really a lot really fast, but I'm going to go back.